It's been a good run, everybody. I think it's time for retirement or back to work. Okay, welcome to another edition of Riding. Oh my goodness, that's an old Ford. My friend had one of those. It's an old Ford LTD. For any of you car people out there, we call it the banana boat. Actually, same color. That thing will, well, the fondest memory I have with that car is my friend doing a one-wheel burnout in the parking lot of a Moe's Southwest Grill, getting the police called on him, leaving just in time to escape them, and then the police ended up questioning the customers sitting outside, and no one knew what he looked like. Back to our regularly scheduled, overdue chat with that millennial dad. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. I am so sorry it's been too long. Y'all may have seen that I dropped a couple of Fortnite videos that I couldn't resist posting, even though they had no context, no explanation, and it had been 6 months after my last post, 6 months before this post. So, I'm sorry. I have been alive, a lot has happened, and I need to catch you up. And I'm not going to catch you up all in this video. I just wanted to say thank you for being here. For the 19 subscribers, from the 19 people who I have paid very generously to pretend that they care about my channel, thank you for being here. And a little sarcasm in case we haven't been here in a while. So I'm just going to take a minute. I'm going to be in a couple different places, you know, like the pros do when it comes to vlogging, and just briefly catch you up and then say, hey, I've been shooting videos, I have been recording things, I have been taking super long ones, super short ones, I have been, when I do take time to play video games, I have been recording some of those. I'm not with audio, just gameplay. The content is being created. The problem is obviously the upload. So there's been a lot of reasons I haven't uploaded, but I'm gonna explain myself. You see, I'm obviously in a very different context that needs a little bit of explanation, but obviously I'm not gonna give you that full explanation until a different time. But I just wanted to at least share that there's been a lot going on. Okay, so if you're watching with this within the first year of me shooting it, then that means that you probably know why I haven't posted that much. And it's been a wild year. Actually, this is Memorial Day weekend that I'm actually filming and talking about this. So I'm going to be posting it sometime around now, but Memorial Day weekend is special to me and my family because of what it meant when we lived in Chicago, when maybe we first met at least on this YouTube channel. At least I started taking it seriously at all, and then I disappeared for a while. But anyway, it was one of those times where Memorial Day weekend was special because it was a time to connect with the people that we really cared about and loved most in Chicago. So being a year later, obviously in a different place, having moved across the country again, it's kind of an emotional weekend for my wife and I, for many reasons. But we miss the past, we miss friends and family, and we're not in a comfortable place of knowing people and being familiar. This is all new to us in this new context, and more about where I'm at and what I'm doing to be said in the future. But it's just been one of those weird times, and I'm looking forward to the future. We've had a really great year. It's been a roller coaster of a year. Want to talk about that a little bit more. There's a lot of exciting things that have happened, a lot of new things coming. Woo! But it's been good. But we really miss people. And you move on as far as in life, like you literally move on. But you never forget. You never forget where you've been. And I hope that you won't forget where you've been and what has shaped you and formed you as you've gone along. And I'm really thinking about a lot about that this weekend. Man. Nice. Well, we live in the land of disposable gloves. Chilling. I know you might not be able to see it, but sweating pretty profusely, which may give hints to what direction in the world we moved. Hint, it's not closer to the North Pole. But yeah, a lot to come. So I guess in a way it's weird to apologize to myself looking at the camera, but I am apologizing to you 19 who are seeing this now pretty much, but just for having a hiccup. I know in the future it won't seem like much. There'll be more videos posted and stuff, and I just have to be reminded of why I started this thing to begin with, and I really have genuinely lost sight of that, of why this began and what the purpose of it was. And again, for a while I just have not been in a place where I feel comfortable sharing, and it's not about feeling comfortable, but here I am, and we're moving forward, and this channel is alive, whatever it evolves into. I have lots of ideas. I've got a whole note on my phone about just things I would love to talk about or share about. Of course, if this is your first video you're seeing on this channel, welcome to That Millennial Dad. I hope that you'll like and subscribe and, you know, get the notification bell and all that stuff. But even if you don't, this is about being a dad. This is about being a millennial, and this is about sort of like journaling that story. Mostly with my family in mind, of course. I'm sharing this story for them, and I'm also sharing this story for me to be able to process it. And again, I guess not like it's all about me and for me, but it challenges me to be intentional and think ahead about where this is going and how I want to grow, and I want to share that growth as a human being in my career. Since I'm being vague, since I want to talk about that more in the future. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can probably go a couple videos back and see anyway, but I'll just leave it mysterious for this video. I'm looking forward to it, whatever it is. I don't have I don't have one goal in mind. I just have this idea and sort of this desire to let this become something and just share the journey, you know. It's a little bit more, I won't tell you who said it, because if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, it's more about just documenting, just more about documenting the journey than really creating something. I think of myself as, I think everyone has a dose of creativity in them, and it shows itself in different ways. I'm not a filmmaker. I'm not an artist, like a visual artist, but I'm going to do my best to create by sharing stories and just sharing this journey in my very crude and simple way. So out of it may emerge some sort of style. I have no idea what my style even is when it comes to this stuff. I'm here to share the journey about being a dad, about being a millennial, about what's just helpful, about sharing stories and seeing where it goes. Just letting it be something that kind of takes its own journey. So thanks for joining on. Thanks for being a part of this. And again, here we are in the summer, the middle of a quarantine, the middle of a pandemic, and trying to sort out what life is like. It's been so different recently anyway. So there's what is the new normal? Is there a new normal? Yeah, comment below how that's been for you. I'd love to hear that and see that and what it's been like. So I'll share more about where we're at and maybe more about what it's been like for us and what I've gone through. It's been an emotional journey. It's been tough, and not just like one time. It's kind of coming in waves. So anyway, that being said, I will catch up with y'all next time.